Hello and welcome to another video. I'm back with something a little bit different this time. I've not done this before. This is a new subscription box. It's a horror box from a company called A Box of Stories. They do quite a lot of different subscription boxes and I've decided to pick up their horror one. Now this is a bi-monthly book box. And there are two different versions. There's a horror plus version and there's a horror basic version. Basically the plus version, similar to Abominable Book Club, it's just got a few extra goodies in there, some snacks and additional extra stuff, but I went for the horror basic one, and you can get a 2-book version or a 3-book version. The books in the two boxes, the plus and the basic, are the same. You just get the additional stuff in the plus box. So I've got the basic version with 3 books, which comes to $24.68, and this is what they say is when you subscribe they'll send you your first box straight away, and then you'll get your next box when everyone else does. So because I don't know whether this is a June box or a July box that I've got, I don't know if the next one's coming in August or September, but we'll find out, I guess. Also with your first box you get a free tote bag. I don't generally use tote bags, but sure, why not? So we have it here. Comes in this large box. It's actually fairly heavy. Surprise box of amazing books. So we should have, like I said, 3 books and a tote bag in this. So let's have a look. They do say 2 or 3 brand new horror reads, includes 1 latest release. So let's have a look. So inside you have all of that and just paper on top. So let's take this paper off. Over there. Okay, so we have a bookmark first off. Just a nothing on the back, standard bookmark. And we have the tote bag on the top, so let's have a look at that. That is the tote bag, the creepier the better. Horror, A Box of Stories. Nothing on the back. Yeah, I'll probably hang that up somewhere, more than likely. Like I said, I don't use the bags themselves, but I can hang it somewhere. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so we have 3 books and we're going to look at them one by one. So we have The Redemption of Morgan Bright by Chris Panettiere. And I'll read it out. It says, "What would guilt make you do? Hadley Keene died on the road from Hollyhock Asylum. The reasons are unknown. Her sister Morgan blames herself. A year later, with the case still unsolved, Morgan creates a false identity, that of a troubled housewife named Charlotte Turner, and checks herself in. Morgan quickly discovers that Hollyhock is not right. She is shaken by the hospital's peculiar routines and is soon beset by strange episodes. All the while, the persona of Charlotte takes on a life of its own, becoming stronger with each passing day. As her identity begins to unravel, Morgan retraces Hadley's footsteps, only to discover the dark secrets of Hollyhock and how deeply they are buried." Okay, that sounds interesting. Definitely. I would say on the back, she went looking for the truth, but it found her first. Now, I don't think any of these like signed or anything. It certainly didn't say so. No, doesn't appear to be. But yeah, like I said, definitely sounds interesting, that one. So pop that there and take a look at the next one. Christina Henry, Horseman. That is a very cool cover. So it looks like it might be a retelling of Sleepy Hollow, according to that. So it says, everyone in Sleepy Hollow knows about the Horseman, but no one really believes in him. Not even Ben Van Brunt's grandfather, Brom Bones, who was there when it was said the Horseman chased the upstart Crane out of town. Brom says that's just legend. The village gossips talking. More than 30 years after those storied events, the village is a quiet place. 14-year-old Ben loves to play Sleepy Hollow Boys, reenacting the events Brom once lived through. But then Ben and a friend stumble across the headless body of a child in the woods near the village, and the discovery makes Ben question everything the adults in Sleepy Hollow have ever said. Could the Horseman be real after all? Or does something even more sinister stalk the woods? Okay, so again, that sounds interesting. I've not actually read Sleepy Hollow. Like, if I do get around to reading this, I'll probably read Sleepy Hollow first. Now, I do have quite a few books by Christina Henry. She's done a lot of books based on Alice in Wonderland, and I have quite a few of them because I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. I've not got around to reading them, but I now have one more by her. So she seems to specialize in kind of like fairy story kind of things, from what I can tell. But yeah, decent second book. And the last one is a hardback. Beware the Woman by Megan Abbott. Just got quotes on the back, and there's your blurb, but I'll read that out anyway. Honey, I just want you to have everything you ever wanted. That's what JC's mom always told her, and JC feels like she finally does. Newly married and with a baby on the way, JC and her husband Jed go to visit his father, Dr. Ash, in his remote cottage in the woods of northern Michigan. From the moment they arrive, JC feels bathed in love by Dr. Ash, if less so by his housekeeper, the enigmatic Mrs. Brandt. Then JC has a health scare. Swiftly, all eyes are on JC's condition, and whispers about Jed's long-dead mother and complicated family history seem to be intruding upon the present. As the days pass, JC feels trapped in the cottage, her body under the looking glass. But are her fears founded, or is this, as is suggested to her, a stubborn refusal to take necessary precautions to protect her unborn child? The dense woods surrounding the cottage are full of dangers, but are the greater ones inside? Okay, so again, sounds interesting, sounds more thrillery, but sounds like the good kind of thriller, not the police procedurals that I really don't like. Yeah, definitely. And it's nice to have hardback every once in a while from these boxes. So I'm not entirely sure if maybe if you get the 3-book box, you get like 1 hardback, 2 paperbacks every time. Unsure. We will test out that theory next time. But that's everything for that box. While I'm here, I might as well show off another recent one that I got. So I am subscribed rather to British Library Tales of the Weird, and I get a new book every month. I don't usually show them off because I only get like 1, and I'm not going to make a video for like 1 book. But this came this morning, and that is The Lost Stradivarius. And because my voice is starting to get kind of hoarse now, it is at the end of a rather long day, I'm going to let you pause that and read that if you want to read the blurb. But that is the latest from that. It is not very often you get a novel. Generally speaking, in this series, they tend to be anthologies, but we've got a novel this time, which is quite novel. And always with that you get a bookmark and advertising a few other releases from the series on the back, and you get an art print of the cover as well as a little bit of info into the background of how they made the cover. So you always get them every month as well. So yeah, that was the a box of stories horror book club. Like I said, it may be August that I get the next one, or maybe September. We will find out. But I'm definitely happy with that first box, and hopefully it will continue in that vein. So if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.